Did you know that AI models with the same model architecture and using the same data to train can actually decide to have different outputs based on the same input? What this means is the models have their own little flair. So the model and data, which I've talked about in my 10 Days of AI Basics series, are not the only determining factor for how a model decides to behave. Neural networks have something called parameters, where they have lots of numbers that they work to fine-tune on the data set that they're working with. And so that model architecture starts with a bunch of numbers already in place for those parameters. Sometimes they're random, sometimes they're based on other models that have been fine-tuned on similar data, but these numbers all have an initial state. And that initial state of the number is what determines the final state. So therefore, all hyperparameters considered, all things the same, if those numbers in the parameters are different at the beginning, the model will likely converge to different outputs based on different inputs. And in this way, models can kind of have their own flair. One way to keep those initial numbers the same, even if you choose to randomly initiate them, is to set the seed. And we can talk about that in another video, but I hope this makes sense. Comment below if you have questions.